And we are back.
For more Hollow Knight adventures.
And my mouth is burning. And I need to cuss that. I need to blur that out.
My mouth's dry. I should have gotten something to drink, but I was busy watching more of that live layer, which is still going on. So hopefully they upload it to YouTube right after we're done recording.
So you can watch it?
So I can watch it and go
I'm
through
sure
it.
they will. Or somebody will have recorded
Someone
it.
will have consolidated, but it's always fun to watch those things live and see the content. And they're talking about Blue Mage right now, which sounds interesting, but I know a lot of people in the chat were like, oh, why is there a solo job in an MMO? It's like, well, it's the only solo one, and there's like 14 other classes in the game, so yeah, I'm down for a solo class. Why not? And they're adding trusts to the game, which is something 11 had. For what you guys don't know, trusts are basically, hey, here's an NPC that's in the game, like a famous one, like here's a leader of some like military faction or whatnot. Like take Cecil from Final Fantasy IV, like, oh, he's a trust now. He can join you in battle and help you out in content. And I think that's where they're going with it. Like, hey, here's a solo class that you guys can play, and then hopefully down the line they make it so, yes, this can be used in other content like raid content, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But people complain about more content for the game. Oh no, whatever will I do? It's like, hey man, I still get to play content. There's
beggars and choosers.
Yeah, there's some people are like, it's like Diablo Immortal. I'm like, it's not even remote.
It's not even
It's not even close.
Don't even fucking try and take away power from people like that.
It's
Woo, my mouth is burning.
Diablo Immortal was a travesty for what happened. What they're doing with Blue Mage is like, hey, they're exploring different content, man. Why not? Like,
well, that's what Blue Mage sounded, from what I understand, barely, because I don't play Final Fantasy 14. Is that's what Blue Mage was in Final Fantasy 11?
It's always
basically
been kind of a weird class, but I mean, the problem is like it's being sequestered, so it's only solo, so it can't join other people in other content, and that's why people are.
I didn't know they had Final Fantasy 14 solo.
Yeah, well, no, it's like they're implementing that job, but there's gonna be blue-only instances, so they can only participate in those instances. It sounds like, but they're also releasing it not with the main expansion, and they're limiting it to level 50, and the current content is level 70. So my mind of how it works is like, yes, this is a job, but it's a limited beta as we implement it, and in the future, hopefully, like, let you play it with the other content. But right now, it's got OP monster abilities, and we need to think about how we balance raids, and Blue Mage is like throwing in a smorgasbord, and you're like, but I only plan for burritos. How do I
only plan for a burrito bar.
Yeah.
What do I do with all of these extra ingredients? Yeah. What even is guava used for?
And that's not a great comparison.
Oh, fuck me.
It does make balancing really hard, so I understand why it's like, hey man, they're giving us content, so I'm down. I want to try it. I'm okay with the class that's just solo. It's like, oh no, one of 15 classes I can't use in a raid.
I don't know. When you say just solo, that just means that they can't join a raid.
You can't party with other people.
Or an instance,
so it's
whatever you would call it for anyone else's.
It's literally completely solo. So like a game is an MMO where you constantly
can't even party?
I think so, yeah. Like I think outside in the world, like if you're doing fates, it can. But I think if you're in instances are sequestered, like they'll be blue-only instances. And I think in the end, it'll become a class that can work with everything, and that'll be fine. But right now,
I understand when you want to beta it without creating a beta server.
So most of the time, you don't get a brand new job to the game, except for an expansion. This is a bonus job added to the game on an not part of the expansion. That's just being added. It's like, dude, free new thing for me to level. Yeah, thank you guys. You're continuing to, make my subscription worth it. And now some people are genuinely pissed. And, I get it. It's fine to be upset. You're like, oh man, I really wanted to do that. But let's not compare it to Diablo Immortal, guys.
No.
Sorry.
Unless they start making Final Fantasy mobile, where you have to wait to do turns and like.
Yeah. Well, they did that once. It was called All the Bravest, and that was a travesty.
Was it?
That was really bad. That was a mobile game where it's basically you pay to do buy special things. It was just a complete money grab, and they've moved away from that since. They've gotten much better with.
I wouldn't put it past Square.
No, I wouldn't put it past Square either. Kingdom Hearts Unchained is basically just a giant money thing. You can do this. You got this.
I got it. Yeah. I just need to get it down to 2 again. I'm focusing on other shit.
You got 1 left.
Yeah. Oh. I see it. I see how tight it is, and I understand that it's gonna suck when I get hit here. But
you got this. I believe.
They're off time right now.
Yeah.
See how they're not. Usually it's like 2 on one side. So I'm probably gonna get 1 off here.
Nice.
There we go. Because I know I can get one up there. When they're off time, though, I never know when they're gonna fall down or jump or do something.
Nice.
On the side. Plus, I also know like, yeah. I get you, buddy.
Oh.
Bringing it down to the wire for all you boys and girls.
There we go. Nicely done.
Nah, I had faith in myself on that one.
You're pretty good.
The spa is after this one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good. So
I played way more recklessly than I should have.
You have those pretty boys down pretty well.
I love the Sisters of Battle.
Yeah, it is one of
them.
your favorites.
Some of you might be wondering why the fuck I was saying my mouth was spicy. Between the break, I went and got. My mom brought over. I don't know if it was like chicken or. I think it was chicken. You know, you think like, oh, you should be able to tell if it's chicken or not. Chicken tastes like everything.
With your mom, who knows what she brings over?
Well, yeah, she brought over some fajita meat type thing.
Yeah.
And I had a corn tortilla that I threw it on, but I also had delicious spicy food. Fuck off! God damn it! Fucking die!
No.
From heatness.com, some black garlic, very spicy hot sauce.
Yeah, you might try that out the other night.
I just poured a ton of it. And this isn't the hottest one. I just poured a ton of it over the meat and corn tortilla.
I'm gonna need to buy a bottle of that red garlic one that you bought.
The red garlic? I had the black garlic.
The black garlic.
That's
one,
what I just
red
had.
Bottle. That stuff is great.
I actually think it was a black bottle.
Yeah. I used like a little bit for like my chili the other night.
Did you?
It made it so much better.
Oh, dude, the black garlic one? I wish I knew what it was called so I can like tell all you guys. It's on heatness.com. It's black. It's the only black garlic anything that I have.
That thing is great because it just adds just enough spice that it's not.
And it's great
bad.
flavor.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah. Oops, I meant to dash to the right.
I am going to buy a bottle of that because
it's $12 on heatness.com. They do not support us in any way.
No.
I support them because I love hot and spicy food.
Yeah, we're just talking about spicy stuff.
Oh my god, I love it so much.
I won't buy the yellow one though, man. That
I do have the Last Dab Redux, which is for those of you who watch. This is only the first guy.
Yeah, but still.
Thank you. The hot ones on. I'm gonna get it right this time instead of on Strafe. If you go to First We Feast and you watch the YouTube show Hot Ones with Chris, not Chris Evans, Chris.
So this is where that controversy came up?
Yeah, not Chris Evans, Chris. I forget
Chris Pratt?
his name. No, not Chris Pratt. The 5 Chris's, which I am not included in. God, what the fuck is his last
Chris
name?
Hemsworth?
No, God damn it, you know what?
Chris O'Donnell?
I'll just not say it. It's definitely not Chris Evans, Captain America, right?
No, yeah, that's Captain America.
Yeah.
Chris Pratt, Star-Lord, Chris Hemsworth.
The no. It's the First We Feast star. Sean Evans.
Sean Evans.
There we go. That's where the big thing was where I got it mistaken. Sean Evans.
Ooh, be a little careful, boy. You're
I
taking
am taking a lot of
heat
damage.
right
I'm
now.
being very sloppy because I've got like adrenaline because of the spicy food. But Sean Evans on First We Feast channel with Hot Ones.
Ooh.
And the website heatness.com, they have really great hot sauces there. And the one that I'm specifically talking about is their black garlic. And $12. I love it. I love it so much because I love spicy food.
It's really great too.
Oops.
It's got a nice. It doesn't kill you on the back end.
It's got great
too.
flavor, but it's
got great
definitely high profile spice.
Yes. It's expensive, but I mean,
Not really for a bottle.
It depends on what you're using it for too.
Yeah, if you're using it for a marinade, like, oh yeah, you're gonna use a whole $12 marinade.
Yeah, go buy sriracha.
Yeah, go buy just the regular peppers then,
Yeah.
and then just make your own.
Exactly.
But this is good for like adding it onto stuff.
and stuff like tacos. Just adding a little bit to like your mix, like if you're making tacos, like you're making fajitas, add just like a little bit in there with some olive oil, and then mix it with a couple other spices.
The olive oil will help cut it too, because the oil helps cut down the capsaicin.
It also helps it like spread, so it feels like throughout all the meat.
Yeah, that's true.
Good stuff.
But that's why I'm kind of like drippy right now. I'm kind of like, whew, little spice. The black garlic is not. It's up to my like top tier flavor spice level, not to my like total like I can't take it spice level. I got some of the Last Dab Redux, which is the Last Dab from the show, The Last Dab, also on Heatnest. It is fucking hot.
And I don't really like, I like spice. I don't like spicy stuff like you do.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you guys, the garlic one is good. It's not gonna murder you. Whereas the yellow one that Chris is talking about just now,
Last Dab Redux. Yeah.
That one does not look pleasant because I saw Mike take a bite of it and his eyes started to water and he's like,
it's fucking chunky. Mike can handle some decent spice too.
Mike's got a tolerance.
Mike's not a big spice. Not that I'm a spice lord, but that's the term that they use on the hot ones.
He's known you for so long. You're like, hey Mike, try this, and he's gullible. Not gullible. He's nice enough.
He's willing enough to experience new things
with you. Yes.
Whereas you're a little more set in your ways. Not that it's a negative, but you're like, I know what I like, so I don't need to try it.
Yeah.
Mike's a little bit more adventurous in the way that it's like, okay, I'll try it. I'll try it. Excuse me, I hiccuped.
That's I look at him like, that's gonna be painful. I don't want any part of that. No.
I enjoy that visceral feel. Oops.
I abhor that visceral feel.
You abhor it?
Abhor it.
Abhor.
Abhor? I thought it was abhor.
ABHOR.
Poor. Whatever.
Yeah. No, I'm just letting you know.
Yes. I abhor it.
You abhor it.
But it's spelled with a
which
B.
is a great word.
Yeah.
Use it more often.
Isn't it spelled with a B though?
Yeah, ABHOR.
I hate phonetics. Like, I see pterodactyl, like, it's a petrodactyl, right? Because there's a P there, and like, no, it sounds like, then why even put it in the word? There's no good reason for it, and don't give me,
abhor makes sense.
The scientific
definition. Other than the fact that whore has WHORE and abhor has ABHORE.
I saw it on Twitter, it's like, hey, the big book of words that teach you not how to pronounce things right, and it's a giant pterodactyl on there.
It's all the words that don't look like they should be spelled that way?
Yeah. Like Colonel. Like, you mean
Colonel.
You mean Colonel, right? For Mega Man X4, for years, I'd be like, oh no, that's Colonel. And they're like, well, you mean Colonel, right? I'm like, no, Colonel. And they're like, that's not how you pronounce it. I'm like, where is the R?
Yeah.
Where?
There isn't.
Where's the K? It's like, oh, it's not there. It's like, then why is it pronounced that way?
I love the, it sounds like a Middle Eastern Indian lady who was like, I'm not even gonna be able to successfully do her accent, but she was like, why is this Arkansas and this one is Kansas? Why is it not Arkansas? What is this? America, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. No, it doesn't make sense. I haven't thought about Arkansas before. It's like, yeah, that doesn't make sense
It's
either.
literally AR Kansas.
Yeah. And people wonder why they have trouble learning English. I wonder why.
Yeah.
I can barely speak it, and I've been here my entire life.
Oh, did I get it? I got it, yes!
Oh,
I've been trying that so often.
When people are like, I'm bad at English, I go, yeah, I understand.
I am too.
I'm terrible
English is
at it as
hard.
well. English is just a travesty. It's why can't we spell things the way they sound? Why? Why?
Somebody else is in the background right now being like, why can't you guys have metric? Why can't you guys do, why do you guys have to have imperial system?
Because of Lyndon B. Johnson who gave up on it. I don't know, or whatever president gave up on the metric system.
I actually prefer our imperial system. Now, if I learned on the metric, I'm sure I would think differently.
Different, yeah.
I just want to see this. There we go. Get it.
Well, it's like daylight savings time.
Yeah. I don't care strong enough. I don't care strong enough one way or the other to get rid of it or for it. I just know that it's easier at this point to just keep it for me. So I'm fine with just keeping it,
Which it seems to be going away, maybe, which is great.
Well, we're talking about daylight savings.
I'm down for daylight savings being gone.
What was that, Prop 8?
It was like Prop 8 for California.
Yeah.
As soon as I saw it, I was like, yes. And I think it won by 60%. Like
Did it?
65% or something crazy.
That just means that it goes to Congress, though.
Yes. So it's
not a guarantee.
It's not a guarantee, but Arizona doesn't have daylight savings time.
Oops.
I believe Hawaii doesn't have it as well.
Yeah, Arizona's a little also ass backwards. That's like the West Coast version of Florida.
I think Nevada doesn't have it as well. There's a couple of states that already don't have it, so it's up to the state, and I think Congress doesn't care.
Yeah. They're probably like, yeah, why are we wasting our fucking money on this?
We don't care. Like, go ahead and do it. And I'm all for it because I'm tired of losing an hour. I love the gaining an hour, and then later in the year I know, Great. Now I'm gonna lose an hour of sleep. This is terrific. I'm already bad at going to sleep on time.
I already have a shitty sleep schedule. Can't talk. Sleep schedule.
Yeah.
So I'm for it. I don't care. Like I'm down with.
I'm trying to think of a good metaphor.
Schedule.
It's almost as if,
oops,
you get an apple that one morning that week, and you're like, that was great.
I'm already not feeling this.
Okay, maybe.
I'm already not feeling this.
What fruit do you like?
I mean, I like apples. I'm just saying, like, I don't think the metaphor works. Apples or things like that.
Well, let's let it play out and see if it makes any sense.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a Samism though.
You get a delicious apple, and you're like, this is great, and you eat a little bit of it, and you go, okay, cool, I'm gonna save it, and then you forget about it for 2
Why would you save a fruit? It's exactly one serving size.
Okay, I don't know.
See, this is why it doesn't work, Sam.
Okay, let's go. Let me think of a better perishable food.
A rump roast.
Say you get a box of pizza, and you get that box of pizza, and you have 2 slices, and you go, that was a great treat this morning.
No,
I don't know why.
I already don't relate. I don't ever eat only 2 slices. I'm giving you shit.
It matters to the audience, but like you get 2 slices, and you're like, that was great. Okay, you're gonna leave that, and you accidentally leave it in your car, and you don't remember
That's
about
just being irresponsible. You should have been a responsible person. You should have realized that you should have gone to sleep an hour early or put that pizza inside.
And you don't remember it, and then
your fault.
2 months later.
Sorry, you can't adult.
2 months later, you go, oh man, it's time for me to go get that pizza in my car. Wait, wasn't I supposed to do that yesterday?
We shouldn't have Congress coming in telling you how to adult.
And you go, oh shit, that pizza was great when I had it, but because I forgot about it, now it's come to screw me over. And that's what I feel like daylight savings time is. You're like, man, I got this treat. And then you forget about it for 6 months, and then all of a sudden you lose that treat again because you just lose an hour. You're like, great, I forgot to go to bed on time. The clock shot back, and now it's freaking 5 a.m. I don't know what happened, but everything went wrong.
Maybe
I didn't think
maybe it's just my go with the flow attitude, or maybe it's just me being non-observant. But I don't really notice that much difference between 1 hour and not.
Every year it happens to me. I'm like, I lost an hour of sleep, didn't I? Shit.
Yeah, it's only an hour in my long lifespan. I don't give it that much sway over how I feel.
You're better about going to sleep on time than I am.
Fuck no.
I don't know.
I am a stout night owl.
Yeah.
Like since I was like 6, I stayed up until 3 in the morning with school the next day.
I would come to school and be like, "Hey, why are you so tired?" You're like, "I stayed up all night leveling Dragoon."
Yeah.
I haven't been.
I'm terrible at this type of shit, but I think that's why I have so much fluidity with being able to deal with it and just be like, no, it's just another day where I'm tired. Like it doesn't matter to me.
We talking about being tired, but I pretty much always live off 6 hours of sleep or 5 hours of sleep. I don't get the full 7.
But 7? You say 7? It's supposed to be 9.
Well, it's 7 for adults.
It's supposed to be 9, I think.
Well, it's 9.
But yeah, that's like asking how many cups of water you're supposed to drink.
It's 9 for children and teens. Like this is like the general numbers I've heard. Like 9 hours for teens and children, and 7 hours is the average, amount of sleep you need, because you'll need 2 REM cycles, and you need that pass between.
Yeah.
So the hour for you to translate from your first REM cycle to your second REM cycle to get that full rest.
Yeah.
And I get screwed because for me how it works, I will go to sleep for 3 hours and I'll wake up. And I'll have to go back to sleep.
Wouldn't that be
day.
getting you your second REM cycle though?
Yes, but I wake up. I physically wake up. My body doesn't allow me to sleep through 6 hours.
Yeah, but you don't need 6 hours to get 2 REM cycles.
No.
Isn't that also the reason why people talk about...
A full REM cycle is every Thursday. I mean, yeah, some people do that, but
you just need to hit REM cycle in order to start actually, recovering and sleeping, right?
Right, but it would be nice...
But a REM cycle only comes in, every 30 minutes of starting to try and sleep. Fuck me.
But you need, I think it's 3 hours for, the full cycle. And yes, you can train your body to, sleep in power naps or something like that.
Yeah, that,
30-minute bursts. But I mean, this happens every night. I will wake up.
I do too. I don't sleep a full night.
I used to be able to, but I used to be able to just sleep all the way through the night. But ever since I turned 25 or anything of that nature, I can't do it anymore. I always wake up every 3 hours. 3 hours on the dot.
I do too.
Every time my cycle's over, it's like, cool, time to get up. I'm like, No, body. I gotta be at work in 3 hours. Shut the fuck up and go back to bed.
Go back to sleep, you fucking asshole.
Have you ever woken up?
Hell yes.
When you're in the middle of sleeping.
Ah! What was that? Why didn't it go towards him?
Like, you want to talk about freaky shit? You know when how your body paralyzes itself?
Yeah, sleep paralysis.
Yeah. Have you ever woken up while you're in sleep paralysis?
Yeah, that's what sleep paralysis is.
Yeah. That shit's scary.
Fuck me.
That shit's
I thought it
scary.
ended.
That's only happened to me once, where I woke up and I couldn't move. I knew I was awake.
I've never told the story of sleep paralysis. I'll save it until next time because it seems like a good point to stop.
Yeah.
But I've actually had a sleep paralysis episode where I don't even know if it's 100% sleep paralysis, but I had a dream that I can't explain while I was awake, and by the time I woke up, I just kind of like blinked and I was in the exact same position. So I assume it's sleep paralysis, but I'll tell it next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll continue this conversation later. Tomorrow, guys. Beep, bop, boop.
Hey, that's perfect for this context of this episode. We're in a dream. It's a dream within a dream. Inception. Wah, 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 wah. Twilight Zone.
Never mind, I won't do it. I laughed because I was like, ha, and then I thought about the repercussions. I'm like, no, I'll stop.